Hello, hello. Hey, what up, Benji? All right. Let me lower the music. Cause the music going crazy. All right, let's chart it up. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna chart up real quick and then kind of talk about. Still too loud. There you go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna chart up as I do it. Hold on. I'm checking the Discord. Okay. So we always start with the high time frame and then kind of go down from there. We're still on that same A to B on the higher time frame. So nothing has changed there from yesterday. We did break this low and then bounce off. So since we hit the 25% of this A to B, we could be bouncing off from here to come all the way up here again and then down here and so on. So we can keep ranging, or we could be doing a little boom, finally breaking out, but that's unlikely. And then we can be doing a little bit of this here and then breaking out. But this would be like a more of a weekly thing. This wouldn't happen in one day. Well, at least I don't think it'll happen in one day. How many pips is that? 100? Well, it could happen by the end of the day. That we get to the top again. But anyways, so that's that. And then go down to the 1 hour. Of course, this is the 50%, so that matters. We'll put this here. Go down to the 15-minute. See if any candles look like they matter. They sure do. This one is a doji. Dojis always are good. And then we've got this one right here, which is the high in New York. So that also matters. Like this. And then for longs, and another doji right here. So we'll look at that. And then we got another one right here. That looks like that matters. As well as this one that's holding the actual price. But if this doesn't hold, then this probably won't hold, so it doesn't matter. And then we got this right here. This is an FU wick. FU wicks are always good to look into. So those are the main key areas that we'll look at. And then let me drop down to the 5. I always check how big Asia was, because that usually tells me if I should just not even trade today or if I should. Because if it's too small, then most likely I'm just gonna be wasting my time on the charts for the rest of the day, because it won't move till, you know, way later or till New York. So all right. All right, so morning, Chris. Thank you for coming again. We have a lot of high impact today, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, non-farm payroll in New York. What up? Hello, Matthias, I think is how you say it, or Matthias. Not sure. We got high impact today in New York at 8:30. So London could just be a lot of unfortunate ranging, preparing for that high impact that's going to happen, because it's going to be crazy manipulation. So yeah, non-farm payroll usually will take at least 40-50 pips. I mean, that's like bare minimum, but we usually see it be like super crazy. Let's see if we can go. Last non-farm payroll was the first Friday of the month. So when was that? Oh, okay. Last, it was the 5th. 5th of August. So right here. This. Changes to New York. Okay. I think last non-foreign payroll was this day, I think. And as you can see, we got a huge 1-hour candle here. So I can't go back to the 1 minute because it's too far back. But that was 80 pips on 1 hour. So I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, every non-farm payroll, it's just super big. Because I think it's non-farm payroll, and then there's the other high impact that hits at the same time. The unemployment rate, both at the same time. So they definitely take advantage and make a huge, huge move there. Okay. Yep. Just got taken. Are we gonna see just higher prices, or are we gonna see a pullback? That's the question. Now I'm trying to get better at marking up, because my markups, I think, look very ugly. I can read them. I know what they are, right? But I think a lot of people will get lost somewhere between, because it starts looking like this, but by 30 minutes in, it will look like this, with a bunch of like not lines like this, but you know, straight lines across and stuff. So it will start getting confusing as it goes. So I'm trying to keep it a little more clean, but we'll get better. We'll get better as it goes. I'm not used to posting up the markups at all on the Discord, so that's another reason why mine just looks like a hot mess throughout the session. But yeah, I definitely need to get better at it, because sometimes I'd be confusing myself. So when I can confuse myself, I know I'm doing too much. I won't be getting in a trade just yet, because it's not even London open yet for me. So I got on when we were already on this move up. Usually I don't take any trades till London actually opens, because I come at 2:30 my time, which is 30 minutes before London opens. So usually whatever move is already going, it already happened pretty much. It's very rare that it still hasn't happened. So that's why we don't take that. Also, I just didn't really think that this was going to hold anyways, to be honest, because I mean, it is at a range, right? But it's not really any significant place between this top to this bottom. I think it's not at the 50% yet, at least. Oh no, it was around the 50% from here to here, but it wasn't from the actual A to B, going from here to here. So I also like to check the 1 hour a lot, see what that looks like. It's important, because depending on what this candle's close like, it can kind of give you an idea of where the direction it's really going. So let me delete this box and we'll just keep this one, because the other line was messing with my head. Yeah, the 50% would be more around this area. Sometimes when we're on a more aggressive market and it's kind of trending and stuff, it doesn't even come to the 50%. It just gets stretched out. So we'll drop, come here, drop further, and then eventually we'll come back here. But on a high time frame, like this won't get mitigated. This will actually just keep dropping and then just make a new range, go like this, and then drop again, and so on. But that's only when we're trending and we're not on that type of market right now. We're just ranging sideways for the most part. So London has been kind of sucky if you trade on the early session of London, because you'll get a lot of range, sideways delivery, and then the actual move happens like an hour and a half later. All right, London opens in 3 minutes. Now we'll see what happens there. Stick to the edges. That's my my plan, my goal. So stop. Okay, we're gonna open in 50 seconds. Price literally froze for a second right there. It's just moving up and down with the same pip. That's crazy. It's actually probably gonna be dropping. I wanted it to pull back again so I can take a short, but might not do it. But we'll see. This is slow. That's weird. That is weird. We actually took out this low already. I don't know why it's even, but this low has been taken. So now I don't particularly want to take the short because now we're FUing towards the top after taking a low, which is a clear sign of going long, right? Because this got taken out. I mean, it doesn't show it on that chart, but I'm pretty sure it got taken out. There was renews in London Open? I didn't think there was. Yeah, this is 6 pips. I'm gonna stay away from taking a trade here. I'm good on that one. Because it can really go either way right now from this. I mean, obviously, we got the momentum off the session that was already going. And now that London comes, it can bring the momentum towards the downside, especially with this FU. But now you got this creeping up real slowly up. So it really could be anything could happen. Plus this 15-minute close as a doji. Yeah. The 15-minute closes a doji. Anytime a 15-minute closes a doji, like that, usually it ranges for a while. So I'm gonna stay away from it till it picks a side. Oh yeah. No, if it's I wouldn't look at every news if I'm being honest. I would only look at major stuff that it's like, for example, like this stuff. Not this one specifically, but anything that shows on trading view as red is what I would focus on the most. And then you can also go to FTMO and then scroll down to calendar, and it will show you what's restricted. Whatever is restricted always is high impact. So always look at that. And then calendar. Yeah, I only use the FTMO calendar. I don't use any of the other ones. I mean, obviously Trading View shows you news here, but I use the FTMO because that's what you got to get used to anyways when you're funded. Because if you don't look at the restricted ones, you're going to trade on news time and you're going to get your account taken away. So, important mistake not to make. Should fix the latency of the stream because I think my latency is a little higher than it needs to be. Let me see. Oh, I can't change it while I'm already streaming. Never mind. I'll fix it for Monday. Put it at the low latency.
But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? I'ma let you go away. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm torn with yesterday.
This is not a horrible location for me to go long right here or here. Either one of these ones would be not bad. I just taking liquidity, came back to 50% of the high time frame range. What high time frame range are you talking about? If you're talking about the 15-minute, I mean, technically, yeah, I guess. But this is such a small thing that's kind of hard to say this is really like the quote unquote 50% because it's been what, like 6 pips, 8 pips, 9 pips. It's kind of tough to make a trade here and really be confident on it. I mean, we did hit this, which is obviously an area we were looking at anyways, but it's not even quite the 50% of this top to bottom. It's more the 50% from London top yesterday to bottom yesterday. So it isn't a 50%, I guess, but I wouldn't play that just yet. I would want to wait. The music slaps. I just go on YouTube and put Nightcore songs or Nightcore gaming, and then it'll bring any random like EDM type music. I was doing lo-fi, but sometimes the lo-fi when it's slow, the lo-fi just kind of puts you to sleep for a second. It relaxes you a little too much. So especially for me when it's literally 3 a.m. in where I live, so I've only slept like 5 hours. But yeah, I mean, I just don't want to take shorts because of very obvious reasons, as you can see here. Look at the 1 hour, just straight shooting up. So it's kind of tough to say, oh, is this the actual short or not? I mean, obviously there was nothing here to short out of all of this, so that's why. I'm in the U.S. I'm in North Carolina. "40 seconds till this 15-minute closes."
I know there's 10,000 miles between us now, like the light of the moon looking down. I wish that I could reach you, wish that I could crash upon your shore. How your waves make me love to drown. I need your touch, but I don't know how to write a line in the silver clouds. But you can reach me with your mind, we can cross the borderline. Wish I could fly at the speed of sound. If we're 10,000 miles apart, when we're standing in the
Some slaps. I'm not gonna lie. This area might actually matter a little bit more than I thought. So, reason why I said that is because this was the sell to buy here that obviously brought price all the way up here. All right, I guess the first one I should say. So if you draw a line across, it was holding this. Now we broke through, but we ranged here before the breakthrough. That tends to be something a lot of times. So we'll be watching that. We'll see how this, breaks it and whatnot. Mark this line. The area I'm watching the most is this top piece right here. The only reason why is because that's actually the 50%. That's unmitigated as well. Came once and then dropped. Hasn't come back at all. And then it made little ranges and stuff that mitigated in between here before the actual drop. But this is completely unmitigated. So yeah, the grind set to become a YouTuber. That was crazy. That's for sure. Yeah, I used to make gaming videos too on my other channel. I mean, if you make it in trading, or I guess I should say when you make it in trading, not if. It's a matter of when. Anyways, when you make it in trading, you can get back on the grind of YouTube. You're going to have a nice setup. So you can get a nice gaming setup, get the expensive equipment, get a good stream going. What do you play? mean, you don't have to let it go necessarily. I mean, you're gonna get paid right while you're trading, so it'd just be a fun thing. And if it gives you extra money, then great. It's a lot easier, obviously, if you already have money to do YouTube now, because it's a lot. It's a business investment, obviously. You just having a good setup. I play Rocket League, Rumbleverse, Fortnite a lot, 2K on the PS5. I got you. Yeah, I mean it's a business investment though, because if you look at it, where you're making, I don't know, 10K, 20K, 30K trading per month, right? You can allocate a percentage of that to the YouTube channel, where you get, if you don't know how to do thumbnails, I know how to make thumbnails because I do Photoshop, but alpaca wants to make it. You would put some money into good thumbnails if you don't know how to make them. Then you put some money into video editing. A video editor doesn't cost that much money per month, so you put it towards that, towards good editing. And then once you make a little bit more money trading, you can put even a little bit of money towards like prices and stuff that people can subscribe for, or you can gain exposure for very cheap. So you pretty much just would do, for example, let's say you play Rocket League, you can do something like a tournament for Rocket League for $500, or some type of competition for $500, which $500 is a lot if you don't make YouTube money already. But when you're trading, relatively speaking, if you got a 400k FTMO, that's like less than 1 RR for most people. So you can put something like that on a monthly basis. So a lot of people want to compete or want to be part of the event that you're putting for $500, and you will just get free exposure. So over and over and over every month, you just keep doing that, get a fan base that's solid. Obviously, a lot of that won't translate to a permanent fan base because they're just here for the competition. But as long as some percentage of that translates to real fans, aka real customers, right? You'll start gaining some traction, and then YouTube algorithm will just do the rest of the work. They'll just keep pushing your content out. But it all starts with a good thumbnail. If your thumbnail is great, then that's it. all you need is an anime girl on the thumbnail, big boobs, real what's it called? Let's just Google it so we can get an idea of what I'm talking about. All you need is a thumbnail like this, like this, like this. Your video blows up instantly. I mean, literally your click-through rate just off the charts immediately. So that's all you got to do. I watch a lot of tutorials on like how to use FL Studio. FL Studio is a program to make music. So a lot of the tutorials for FL Studio have anime girl in a bra, nothing to do with the video, but that's the thumbnail. And then you watch the tutorial because of the thumbnail, and the tutorial is actually great. So you come back to the channel because of the fact that you click on the thumbnail just because he was the thumbnail. So that's the game. We're still slow. You like to learn how to produce music? YouTube, man. YouTube is the place where you learn a lot of things. YouTube will literally teach you anything and everything for free. So, yeah. Let's look at this order block real quick. I forgot to mark it earlier. So we never came back to this place. So we'll keep that in mind. This kind of stretched out, which we haven't really seen anything like this in the as of the recent days on Euro USD, where it just goes like this and then makes that in between and then it goes. It literally has been a lot more of this, and then actually comes back in, and then it goes, and then it comes back in, then it goes, and then it bounces, and now it goes like that for the rest of the session. So it's interesting that this was actually made, because it just hasn't been happening lately. So highly doubt that would hold, but yeah. Fifth minute was a full-blown bullish candle. So that's to keep in mind. 30 minutes should look the same, right? Yeah, 30 minute looks the same. Just full-on bull candle. So pretty much we're just going to wait for a good location all along. And we're going to play that. We will obviously watch the areas we already marked, but the ones I'm most interested out of this three will be probably this one and then this one, because those are actually above the 50% of the high time frame. So I'll mark this for obvious reasons, because it's, it is a stack right here. But I don't expect it to be actually reversing from there. But it is a reaction just to keep in mind. This high was taken on FTMO. Still got 23 minutes till we close this 1 hour candle. So let's see what that candle will look like by the time it closes. Because that will give us a good idea of the direction for the next few hours. I'm almost positive I can just get an along somewhere here, and then it's gonna go over here at least, if not higher. I usually would have played this, by the way, or this. Those two spots earlier when we had opened. Only reason why I didn't is because we are so slow. So I hate trading a slow market. I hate having the trade just open for forever. I hate having the trade open for forever. I'm not used to that. I'm used to it just kind of hitting TP a few minutes after I'm in. Because I'd be taking the trades like when it's about to fly. It's pretty much when I'm in the trade. I'm usually not in the trade prior to when it's flying. But for the past couple weeks, I've been losing a lot. And it's because I'm used to trading and it's just flying. But that's not the market we're on right now. We're on that slow market. And when it comes to London, New York, you might have those flyers, but London, you don't really have those flyers right now. So, you know, I wasn't gonna get on this waiting for this slow grind up, because you imagine you would have gotten on here, you would have been on this for how long now? 38 minutes. Oh yeah. No, I'm sticking to my plan. That's why I haven't taken a trade, but my plan needs to adapt. Okay, increase your confidence in your edge. Yeah, but my plan needs to adapt to whatever the market is doing. You can't just keep trading the same plan, because that plan might not work in every market, and so that's why you gotta kind of learn a little bit more about yourself. And Alex has been helping me with that a lot. He told me like exactly what I was doing wrong. I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I did wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I've been working on it. Just sticking to the edges and being a little bit slower on this market versus how it was like, I think it was like a month ago, where we would just go like this. And it was kind of clear that it was just going to keep dropping. And then London would open, would do a little bit of this, and then boom, just huge drop. And I would literally be every time on the top of the drop. So what's the question? All right, this is the actual 50%. So now we watch and see if it's just gonna blow right through them, or if we'll get some type of momentum switch. Once you understood all the concepts about Android course, or that you have to prove that you're like profitable and have fun account, I don't know. I don't think you have to be profitable or have an FTMO at all. From my understanding, the reason why they put me on the experienced members, it's because I post consistently. Well, I've been posting consistently in the past month or two. 2 months, I think. No, 3 months now. I think 3 months is how long I've been posting now consistently, almost every day. And you can see my growth in a tangible way because I've been on a roll. So because of that, you can see how much I've changed. But it's nothing to do. You don't actually have to. I mean, I don't understand what experience number change. So if you get put on the experienced member, you basically bring value to the community. So you're posting consistently every day in the mornings. You're showing your trades and whatnot, which I've been posting that. And I also obviously just talk in general with other people when people have other questions about anything in general, and I answer it the best I can. So I'm pretty sure that's why I got put on the experienced members. It's nothing to do with the fact that I've been trading well. Obviously, experience does to some extent equate to some results, but that's not the main focus. It's like psychology and whatnot. That's really what makes you, I think, the experienced member. So if you just keep posting and they obviously see your growth as you're making better posts and you're changing the way you talk and whatnot, and you're bringing value, then I think you can get put on the experienced members. And then the perks, as far as I know, the main perk is I'm able to be part of the focus groups. So there's 2 groups for private members. So not the community members, but the private members, which pay the higher membership. So there's 2 groups right now, one for Chucks and one for Bert. And because I'm an experienced member, I got put in one of those focus groups, without having to be on the private membership. So that's another benefit. So weekly we have to, you don't have to, but I mean, obviously you should. You record the last 10 trades you took for the most recent 10 trades. Take notes on that, post it up on there, and then Chucks or Bert will review those trades and have a one-on-one with you on what we know works, what doesn't, what could be better, and whatnot. So you can actually get a real review one-on-one and know, okay, this is clearly working, this is clearly not working, we need to completely get rid of that, or we need to do more of this and whatnot. But I just got it on like a couple days ago, so that's the only perk that I can tell or I know. There is like an unexperienced member tab somewhere in here that it's like I think only experienced members are on that tab, but nobody uses it. It hasn't been used. Let me see. Last time anybody posted on it was like April, and it was only one post. And then prior to that, it was like January of this year, and it was also again one post. Oh no, it was being used pretty actively in January, but only January for like a day. So I'm marking 20 perfect trades following the process. Yeah, that's the same idea. That's the same thing that Bert was talking about. So we're taking trades on the focus group, but marking them up obviously it's a great way to find good trades because you get used to them. I'm gonna take a long here. I know I said it wouldn't hold, but now that we're much higher in price, we're here. This is the 50% of this A to B. And I think price can actually hold here now. If it's gonna keep going. At the very least, you'll have a reaction, and that should give me enough room to make it break even if it looks like it's just gonna keep dropping. But I don't think it's gonna keep dropping. I mean, unless this is the actual reversal right here, since we're on the 50%. As soon as it came in the 50%, we had the FE wick right here. But I highly doubt this is gonna be when it turns around. It is slowing down, which is obviously a sign of turnaround. I just wouldn't take the short right here out of nowhere. I would want to wait for it to actually break some structures or something. All me would have taken this reaction right here, just based on location, which is, it's not bad if it's part of your plan, but I pretty much found that I just kept getting taken out on this type of trade very often, because the first tap tends to be just liquidity. So it'll go like this, then it'll go here, then it actually starts reversing. So I started to avoid that. Yeah, the markups obviously show you the technique, and the technique is good to recognize in real time where the trades are. But the mindset is just as important. Because if your mindset is like, oh, I missed this, I missed that, like, for example, I could have been on this. This is a trade I usually would have taken in this area, and I could have been on that, but I'm not like, oh man, I should be on this long. That's 21 pips, that's 10 RR for me, 100% for sure. My stop loss usually are 1.5, so that would have been a 10 RR, but I'm not like, oh my god, I missed that, I should have been on it, whatever. All me would have definitely been with that mindset, because I would have felt like I missed out on the move. But there's moves after moves. So, you know, that comes with time, though. It definitely comes with time, but you got to actively be thinking about it and be actively wanting to improve on the mindset. Yeah, and also having a clear process that you follow on a daily basis will obviously help the most, because if you know, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, this is my limit, this is how much I can lose when I win, when do I walk away, and stuff like that, and having something more of a system will help you out a lot, because it's kind of off your hands. If you're following the system, you know the system works, and it's nothing to do with you. So it kind of helps your confidence, because the weight won't be on you. You know what I mean? So if you take a trade following the system and a tag got taken out, it's nothing to do with you making a bad decision. It's just part of the process, and obviously not every trade is 100%. So you just follow the process, because if you know that that trade more often than not will win, and it will get a good RR ratio, and you're going to be profitable long term, then, you know, it's okay to take the loss. It's fine, because you know at the end of the day you're going to come on top. So we got 6 minutes till we close this 1 hour candle, and from the looks of it, a big bull candle. So yeah, I'm expecting some type of trace back here, and then a continuation to either top of New York, or we'll take on New York right here from yesterday, and then potentially drop after that, or we can even go all the way here to that 25% again. Reason why I drew this line here is because today we've been kind of on that move where you come back into the highest point and then you start reacting out of it. Yo, are you working on a prop firm Excel? You mentioned regards trading with multiple base of a copier. Yeah, Charlie, I am. So it probably won't be this month just yet. It probably will be next month. So what happened is I was testing MFF, I was testing TFF, TFT, and E8. But what was happening is the commission is different on most of them. And then obviously the spread is also different. Some of them have better spread, but they have a lot more slippage. So I need to basically put the numbers together, but pretty much all of them lost an extra. If you put a 0.5 entry on FTMO, you usually would lose 0.69, 0.7 max, pretty much. Sometimes a tiny bit more, but it's a little more rare because you don't get slipped like that. But with them, you would immediately always, no matter what, if you put a 0.5, you'll always lose a 0.8. No matter what. Like, that's just bottom line. You're gonna lose a 0.8 regardless. So that's already 0.1% higher on average. But potentially you will get slipped and lose and lose 2 times. So if you put a 0.5, you would actually lose 1%, 1 full percent, which is obviously a big difference. And so I think if you're going to do copy and pasting from FTMO to the other services, you're going to want to copy and paste your trades at a lower percentage. So instead of a 1-to-1 copy and paste. So for example, if you got 100K FMFF and 100K FTMO, instead of doing the same number, you would want to do a 80%, for example. So if you risk $100 on FTMO, you would only risk 80 on MFF, for example. This will make it so you make less money every time you win, but at least you will be at a less risk to breach the drawdown rule. And that's what happened to me, unfortunately. So I had already passed phase 1 of TFF. I was funded with MFF already, and I was finishing my FTMO. And the week I finished my FTMO, I started a demo FTMO just so, because I was waiting for them to give me my account and stuff, so I couldn't do anything. And so I started a demo. I don't know. I ended that day on like 3% positive or something, but my drawdown was also 3% at some point. So I was 3% negative, and then I won a nice 12 RR. So I ended up at 3% positive. But when I was on the 3% drawdown, it actually breached the 1-day limit on MFF and TFF at the same time. So no, it was 3.9%. I'm sorry. So I was 3.9% down, and MFF was 5.1% drawdown. So that was an extra 1% on my orders. Obviously, I did take a lot of extra orders that day, and I had a lot of break evens. And that's another thing you got to keep in mind. If you're breaking even often, you're not going to want to trade MFF, TFF, TFT, none of them. If you're using the break even very often, you're not going to want to use them. If you like break even 3-4 times a day, you're not gonna want to use them. But if you're breaking even, you know, only once a day, like if you're only taking a couple trades a day, then it's fine. I think you can use any of them and you'll make money. But if you're using the break even very often, you're just not gonna make money with them, because a lot of times you'll come break even, but it doesn't actually break even. It gets slipped, so you will lose an actual position. 1 minute till we close here. Pay attention to this right here. And obviously we still got this area to watch. All right. Thank you for stopping by. This definitely should get taken, at least I would think so. I was about to take that short.
Searching for salvation, can we find our way back, way back? Caught up in confusion, need a resolution. Can we find our way back, way back? No more running, no more running, no more chasing. No more running now, I'm running out of patience. Caught up in confusion, need a resolution. Can we find our way back, way back?
This was a trade I was about to take, but once I saw it, it was a little too late, and it put me at like a 2.5 pip stop loss versus the actual stop loss I would use. So I don't take anything above 2 pips ever. So was a good trade. Obviously, I would be playing the continuation to the downside based on the fact that the 1 hour closed as an FU wick rather than a full bullish candle. So that's that. We'll potentially still look for a long here in this area. Just gotta be patient to get a stop loss, you know, towards the edge, not just anywhere. But at this point, this is probably less likely to work out based on the short trend, because now in the 1 minute, obviously we're bearish, right? All the highs are holding, and we're just making new lows, so it's less likely to actually hold.
Didn't mean to say too much, but you've been driving me crazy. Never felt like this before. I try to be nonchalant, even though it's obvious. I can never help wanting more. Oh, slip into the dark and then we end up in each other's arms. There's no looking back, I gotta find a way to where you are. Make me your shadow. Wanna be with you wherever you go. You know I'll follow you. Wanna feel right when I got you close. Without you, I'm hollow. Wherever you are is where I call home. Make me your shadow. Your shadow.
We knew we were gonna get a reaction out of this, so there goes the reaction. We were gonna take that, but we didn't. I was hoping he would have come back down for a second so I can get on it right here, but it didn't. It was under our pip stop loss. I mean, it was good. I just didn't take it because I was waiting for it to go like have the little reaction, come back for just a second, and then take off again.
Everything was breathing light, easy thinking, easy ride. Now you couldn't give a damn. Good old times that wouldn't last. Sparking shadows of the past at the bottom of my class. As for me, I had no doubt. Party's over, lights out. Lights out. Lights out. As I'm drinking, I can't help thinking about the times you didn't let me down. But I'm no longer a liar. There's nothing to desire if you can't keep the fire. Turn the goddamn lights out.
Not the best stop loss, but that's okay. We'll see if it gets taken out anyways.
There's something in between. Feel the vibes on your skin. It reminds me of that time. So I miss it all so much. Used to playing here. Someday it disappeared. Silence ringing all around. Party's over, lights out. As I'm drinking, I can't help thinking about the times you didn't let me down. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
We're gonna want to run B on this one at this point because it's bouncing off this 50% again. So it could just be dropping again. If it doesn't just break through, it's definitely gonna break to the bottom again. Because this is a good place to short, to be honest. So. Like right here. Is a buy to sell. Like buy to sell. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good sell. To continue all the way down here, you would target this low down here.
Have lost you, get to thinking why we used to be so high in life. Without you, I don't feel alive. So I'll just keep on being higher than the sky. Tell me how you there for me even when I try. Keep on
Bearish A to B continuation. Remember, we're reacting out of a location. Yes, sir. I hear you loud and clear, Chucks. Going long again, baby. I got you. Chuck sending signals on chat, boys. I think what you meant by that is it can react out of the same place a few times before it takes off, I think. But this is my last trade of the day anyways. Oh, you meant 50% of the top. I'm so funny. Nah, but I mean the short was definitely good. That's where I was gonna hedge right there, but I was like, it's only 3 RR. So sometimes if I hedge too early, then I end up regretting it. And I ended up losing more money than I would if I just don't hedge at all. So it was a good short though. But that's it for my session. I've been here for 2 hours, so my brain is already fried at this point. I'll be back for New York to take one trade on the news, and that's it. But thanks everyone for stopping by the stream. It's to keep myself accountable more than anything else, like I've said. So yeah, also it's easier for me to track my trades if I actually have a video of them, so I can know where I was, what I was thinking, and so on. So yeah, thanks everybody, and I will see you guys on Monday.